Oh, well, it's here in the afternoon. I'm gonna draw for a bit before I play some Tomodachi Life. Reason I sound a little bit weird is because I'm wearing my retainers. So there's gonna be a lot of that and a lot of um, like hard like consonants or slurred. I can't speak. But well, we're gonna draw a bit, play some Tomodachi. That's pretty much it. Maybe I'll stream again after this stream just to, because I can't, like, I don't have a system where I can, like, transfer it. So maybe I can play some Minecraft and we can start a new world after Tomodachi. Play a little bit of that, and I think I'll be done for today. I'm still working on rebranding my channel. I'm still working on that new OC thing. I can't take myself seriously because of it, but I don't want to keep because I will irritate my thumbs. Anyway, I'm gonna draw. Maybe have a bit of an art tour because yeah, might as well because I'm flipping through my stuff. I don't know if we're gonna color. Maybe we'll color, or we're just gonna be doodling. I can show off my art supplies that I have in there, and yeah. Uh, let's start. Well, this is my this is when I was actually trying to make a character based off an idea that I made when I was younger, like the Enchanter's book, and it's kind of based off of my childhood stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna even keep doing it, maybe, but I think that's my number one dream animation, maybe. But this is like my uh, my doodles that I did for my art class. Oh, oh. Some of them I didn't finish because I was doing other work too at the same time as this. This was supposed to be a fight scene between Kotetsu Kaburagi and some villain, some guy, some criminal was also like Barnaby also in there. As you can tell, I had a great idea, but I never finished it. I don't know how to do armor, so that kind of really makes it hard to do anything. But I'm okay. I got this. I think maybe if one day, if maybe in a video. Oh my god, I sound so bad. A video on YouTube or maybe a stream, we can like return back to this and like actually finish this because this deserves to be finished. Like it's a really cool concept, like a fighting scene. I've never drew a fight. Well, I tried to draw a fighting scene before, didn't work out as much, and I always constantly try to make new mangas, and I love making mangas. They're my favorite. I admire all like anyone who's able to make a manga and have that much like that very different values and like their Their line work is so pretty and like especially when they color it. Oh, I love that. And I dream to do that one day, but maybe like a download. I think that's what it's called, like a fan manga about one of my favorite series. Obviously, it's gonna be Kotetsu and Barnaby, even though it's an old series. But it's an oldie but a goodie. This is also more double-sided. This was supposed to be like a tattoo to cry. I don't think that can be really seen. Cry. I don't know why I said that. It's a tattoo design. Oh, this was other stuff, but never really got full. Okay, this I put so much effort in, as you can tell, and I love these characters. They're so and I think that some of this stuff is not fully done, but I enjoyed this one. This one is my most these I don't know which one. Okay, let me look. To be honest, I like this one a lot, but I really love this one and this one. I love how I did the color. I love how I did that. And this is like cheap marker used by cheap markers, color pencil, and yeah, it's basically a cheap markers. Also, like add a little design into it, like I smush it into it, like smooth it. I really should have spray because I do not want it over time to get smudged. If you're an artist, use your protective spray after you're done with your art. You want to preserve your art. You do not want to one day wanna, oh, I wanna look at my old art and then it's all smudged. That's what happens in one of my notebooks, one of my older ones, and it's just like it was smudged to pieces. You remember what I drew, and that sucked because I really wanted to see, even if it would look terrible, because my old art from like freshman year. Okay, this one was only on my volition, no assignment, and I love how I did the color. I kind of messed up the bottom half right here, and this is acrylic paint. As you can tell, it's like a little bit rough. I really love how it's kind of like watercolory, but also like acrylic here. Although, and it's kind of like wavy here. I like how it looks, but coloring does it justice of what I could do better. So maybe like on the video I should say returning to my art and finishing it actually because it deserves to be thing. And also I have to finish this animation this as I overwork thing. I realized that there was this one drawing I made of them. They there were two chibis and I overworked them. Like unnecessarily overworked them when it should have been simple shading or something. At least I went full on, and sometimes not everything needs to be all overworked. Sometimes it needs to be more simple than that, so it doesn't like look like a blobby mess. Also, this is from the oh, you don't see that. But this is from oh, what you call it? But a little you put ink in it and you like go all over it. It's kind of like that, and it's pretty nice. This is my dream. These are my page. Not mostlies. These are my characters. My goat characters. And they're for the story that I'm working on. It's like a novel that I'm writing. And I probably might post my first chapter on AO3 or maybe fanfiction.net. I don't know where my original story at, but these characters are so dear to my heart because I thought of like something really like, oh, these apocalypse, and I did it, and I want to put this into an animation, definitely animation, and uh actually really make it into an animation. But first, I'm gonna post that, then turn it into an animation. And this character is James, and I was really truly until I had creative writing class. I never truly write a character because I made the mistake of making his whole personality about having a tragic backstory rather than being a full realized character. And the more I understand him, he has a stutter, obviously, and obviously that doesn't make sense, but he has a stutter, and he's the type of character who has a lot of thoughts in his head. Like he's like he had on his shoulders, as most writers would say, and say that he doesn't have he. I mean, like he a little bit depressive. He's forced into a marriage to be in, and he 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 felt bad for her because she was like, "Why don't you love?" With her being pregnant, and now he's like even more sad because he still doesn't want to because he's put in a more perilous situation because he's not now he has a child coming away, and that kind of guy like who is kind of brave in a way, knows what to do, even though he's afraid. He tries to help people. He would be the type of guy who tries to help people, and he has a lot of thoughts in his head. Like okay, this is Lisa. She's the type of, oh my god, please die, just go off somewhere and die. One who causes drama, causes problems. Like she's sweet when she wants to be. She's kind of like she loves her husband. She actually loves her husband and wants to be sweet and actually trying to like, hey, oh no, there's a scene in my novel. She made a burger, but it's not the best burger in the world. It's like an average burger next to another burger. It's like a copy of a house and a house and a house. And like I really like that. It's just like a base little part of like he's like, yeah, it's good. It's good. And inside his head is just like inside his head is something different when what he wants to say. He's not really authentic with who his true self. It's kind of like I have to be this, I have to be that. If I don't doing it right, and he's empathizes with other people who are scared or hated, and he's there for them. And okay, back to Leo back in. I'm struggling with allergies. Right? That's a double whammy. Anyway, there's one scene that literally was like took the wheel while James was driving, and like let's go back to where there's something back there. I won't spoil the whole thing, but well, I'll give for now. This is Joe Marty. He's a Philippine. I haven't really wrote about him yet, but I think kind dude who's like giving. He's the type of person who cooks for people who are homeless and who don't have any way of getting food. And he's the type that just clothes that don't fit him anymore. And he has a big family, and that's a thing. I haven't really wrote about him yet, so I don't really know him yet. But I think generally that type of guy. He had his some of his family gay and just like left him because they did or disowned him because of that. But most of the family has stayed because they loved him, truly loved him. So it was the older. Okay, this is ooh, I haven't written about her yet because she's not in the story until like literally in the next scene. I might well anyway, but like she's in the next scene. If I were the first chapter into a more like knowing everybody, because I feel like if you just don't know everybody in the first chapter and then random character and then I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out, but that's me probably. Anyway, oh, anyway, she's the type of strong like she adopted daughter of Jumon, and she's like strong. She doesn't Josie and a 40-year-old, I think, I believe. Type of person who just like does a lot of stuff, uh, and she's like an overachiever. She literally is like very smart. Uh, and does whatever. Sorry, there was a ant. Anyway, this is a Zoom. This is done like a couple years ago, and they kept her around. Excuse me. They kept her around because she's like a pup. She was a puppy alone and like a band. They kept her, and she's like a very funny little dog. I think she's like the comic relief into this intense, not too intense, but like kind of like very dark, very like story, like type of story. This grinding was a shotgun. Forgot her name, but she's in a wheelchair. And I was talking to myself yesterday figure out the story of why she's the granny that has her husband's shotgun who died by hanging because people were racist um and did horrible crimes in her time. I mean, it's less now, but still the racism is high. He died while she was pregnant. But before that, she was kind of disabled, but not to the point where in a wheelchair. It's like kind of like slowly progressive, and she relied on her husband to do some things, but she was able to do some things, and her husband taught her how to shoot and stuff because he thought one day, like, if he somehow something bad happens, and he has to know that she will be able to fend off for herself and like be able to be safe. So he taught her that. Lastly, is the grandson. The grandson watched his parents die twice. First time they were turned into zombies. Second time they were killed by the grandma. Oh my god. I'm really suffering from stuffy nose. It's killing me. Anyway, the grandson is kind of like sad, kind of awkward. I don't really know much about him yet because I haven't added him to the story, but I think he might be a little shy. That's what I think. This character is like a removed character. I was thinking of adding her, but then I realized maybe there's just too many characters. Thought maybe stopping at the grandson is a really round roster. Maybe James' dad will come in, but not anything else I could say about that. I don't think I'm gonna keep her because I really don't have anything for her other than being a nurse. But then I decided to make the granny with the shotgun. Um, be the one with like medical knowledge, has some medical knowledge. When she was like before she had this regressing disease and stuff, she was a nurse. I think she's a nurse, although she was kind of discriminated against. Definitely. But I don't think she would be anything useful. I think if she was in a story, she would be a type of villain, antagonist, maybe. I don't know. And that's it for that. For the character. I hope I can get to actually making them into a story because I really love it. This I was a realistic guy, but it kind of looks dumb looking. And there's there's these two little drawings that I made. They're cute. Oh, stuff is falling out my notebook or sketchbook. And blank page, blank page, blank page. Like blank page. I swear there was more. Am I crazy? Oh, that's some other drawings. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I swear there was more drawings. Okay, there's these drawings, just like color theory. They're pretty nice. Hold up. I swear there was a. I think I. Yes, that's why. I skipped it. Skipped a page. Okay, this is an eye. Oh, this is an eye that I made. This is like the albums I have for my songs that are coming up. That one was an attempt of someone's eye, but it kind of looks terrible. It looks like something else other than an eye. So I really failed on that part. Um, these are. Oh, that's enough. These are lips, but they kind of look kind of smushy, but I feel like you could get the idea. This, I'm so proud of. Like, so proud. This is the first dynamic pose I ever had, like, that I'm really proud of that I actually finished, and it's Kotetsu Kabaragi. Although some people were like, oh, it's just suggestive. It's not suggestive, it's not trying to be suggestive. I don't mean it to be suggestive, it's just a drawing of my favorite character. Oh, uh, but yeah, I feel like I really love what I did there, and that's it for our art tour. We didn't really get to do anything like drawing. What? I think I think it's we're gonna go through my art supply. I have a lot of art supplies in the living room. I have a lot of colors, and paints and stuff. But that doesn't matter. As of now, here's the supplies I brought with me. This is from a manga, like a manga kit, and this is like a pin, like a little pin. I have another sketchbook that shows all the type of things, but it's kind of like a little suggestive, so I'm not gonna show that on stream. Obviously not. Maybe one day we'll have an art tour, but I don't know. Art tour of my old art and stuff. There's this, and this is the tip. Um, Almighty Oh Holy ink thing. I think I need to refill this. I don't know how to refill ink stuff, so that needs to be found out. Actually, I have a paper that I can use. I also drew this guy, and it was supposed to be Kurt the Cowardly Dog, the computer. I love Kurt the Cowardly Dog. It's my favorite character in the world. Favorite show, too. But you can, like, test these. So, this was my first attempt, but it was ass, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a eraser. But this guy, I like how he turned out. Looks nice, but I don't think it really captures the sass of that guy. Um, here's this pretty normal, pretty average. Here's our normal. It's a thin, thin pen. This is. Oh, I have. This is the same as the other one, so no need to go through that again. Here's the 6B pencil. Love 6B. There's pencils that go even darker, but let's see. I think 6B. Well, that's another 6B. Oh, this is my This is a work pencil. But yeah, I have that. That doesn't need to be used because I don't mechanical pencils. But I have a word with my friend. Oh goodness, with my friend of like mechanical. He's they say that mechanical pencils are better than like pencils. And I disagree wholeheartedly. Pencils are better than mechanical pencils. Done. These are better. This is non-print sketch pencil, I think. I don't know if it'll show up here because it's so light. But it's supposed to not show up. Oh, here. Yeah, that barely shows. I don't. Yeah, that barely shows, but. Ooh, this is a stylus pen. Oh, flashlight. It's holding on for dear life. After all these years. Does it still work? Nope, the pen is dead and gone. Like the. Oh, ow, my little feet. No, knees. Another pencil. Oh, these are my G pens. Is that right? I don't know what they actually call them, but these are the needles, geez, the nibs that go to the pen. These are scissors. Cute. This is a sharpener. That's a thing. Meow. Meow. I could have made a joke, but I'm not in the mood for that joke. This is a black Prismacolor pencil, coloring pencil. Yeah. Regular pencil without eraser. Eraser. This is a bigger nib. Yeah. Ah, I freaking marked myself. This Prismacolor red. Love red. My favorite color. This is another work pencil thing. Ooh. This. Hopefully, let me check for rusting. Nope, never rusting. These are all my nibs. Other nibs. Yeah, nice. I do have ink. This is the manga thing I was talking about, the little booklet. I bought two because I was missing something. I was missing all these things. I was looking for it forever until I found it. So, you know, I have two now. This, oh my, hate. These are sharpeners. This is eraser. This is another one with the same little rounded one. classical pen that ran out of ink. And pencil. I think. Yeah. Interesting. ASMR. Oh, almost there. This really sharpens easy. That's great. Hey, when pencils don't sharpen right. That's my pet peeve. Like when like pencils don't like sharpen. I feel like there's a type of wood. There's a certain type of wood that pencils use. Some pencils use that I cannot sharpen my pencil at all. No matter. It doesn't work right. It doesn't do it right. I don't know what happens. But it just doesn't work. And that is my most annoying thing, like trying like to sharpen this, and it's not sharpening right, and it's just breaking, falling apart. Even like the part of the pencil is like breaking off. It feels like birch wood or some like wood that's not like a rougher texture. It just works better. I don't know why. It just does. I'm gonna sit up for this because this is not working. Yeah, it's just a pencil. As you can see, I didn't sharpen it well. So, yeah, it's a pencil. Nothing really. So, nothing really noteworthy. This is also my other sharpener. Pretty bad sharpener, but it's a decent one. This is a 2B pencil. We all have 2Bs, I think. Oh, let me check this. Yeah, 2HB. Never mind. 2HB. That's different than 2B. Yeah. This is a 2H. As you can tell, super light. It's like more high. The smaller the number, the more rougher the material. This is a 2B. We already checked that. This is a 4B. 4B. A little darker. A 2H, which we already checked. 4B, we already checked. We checked that. Another eraser. Another sharpener. Spongy type of pencil. Random pencil. Another pen. No personal color. Ooh. Glue stick. Pen nibs. More pen nibs with the I think this is my only G pen. I have two. I guess I purchased a lot of nibs. Oh, never mind. My G pen. Oh, Anything? But yeah, that's all my materials. Let me put that all back. Oops. It is a struggle, but I got this. There you go. Except we all got the messy pencil shavings on the bed. No, no, no. Right. That too. So like, well, now we got a journal. We didn't draw, but we did look at the coloring art. Cool. But now let's actually draw for a little bit. I thought we were gonna draw a little longer than I thought, but makes more sense to draw a little less, I guess. Um, But usually when I draw, I end up with a little bit of struggle. But it's not the end of the world or anything. But drawing is really fun. Honestly, it's just like calming. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You just draw. And I always use it to like calm myself down when I'm getting too stressed or overstimulated by life or something. But I don't think life is that bad. Just a little tough sometimes. I'm kind of feeling excited right now. But I don't know. Let's just make a random me right here. I'm into Milo pony infection videos because honestly, I like to be scared. Oh, and also something crazy happened like on my Veracruz Island, so I have to like show some like clips for that. And, Hubert. You know what? I could just make a My Little Pony infection just like right here. Right now. For now, I think my weakness is definitely making chubbies. I don't know how to make chubbies at all, as you can tell. He's just a silly little guy. Keep it simple. He looks stupid. Little guy. Yeah, little guy. I'm gonna make one more doodle and then we'll play some Tomodachi. Like they would make lengthy like my cousin, I have a cousin, he knows how to make My Little Pony little guys. I don't know whatsoever. They have gorgeous artwork, honestly. They're good artists. I'm not good artist with anthropomorphic. They're just horsies. Usually they're like her bulging eyes, bulging forehead wrinkles, her long horsey mouth, little freaky freaky out. Give it weird teeth. Get a oh like a I don't know. It's like crazy designs, like spider legs. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to go as crazy as possible with this because they definitely go crazy. A little bit of hair to say it's like still horsey. Little toupee on this little horse. Big, big, pimply, muscular things. Pimply, disgusting things. It's like gross and like oozing. It's oozing. Ew. But no fandom has like really died down because it's like a spark, and then they're like, oh well, it lost its charm. And yeah, the same old story repeated twice 1,000 times. You're like, okay, 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 we heard this before. We heard this before. Yeah, we get the premise, and there's less and less unique, and you get tired of it, and you're like, okay, we're done. I wanted to hop on the train of like a infection, but I deleted it before I could like you know continue it. And sometimes there's random spikes. Ooh, ripping of skin, blood. Guts on the ground. Yucky guts. Or like wormy things on the ground. Like, this doesn't look like guts, but like, like I don't know. Okay, I'm erasing that. Ain't no way that's guts. Just pools of blood. Yeah, yucky. Just like that's basically what infections are. Just like very gory, very bloody. Just stupid things like that. But ooh, my oldie bones. Uh, yeah. That's basically what we're doing today. Okay. I'm gonna go and like fix this into like a place where I can like do my things. So I'm gonna turn off the camera and just like you could just hear my voice while I fix this stuff. Um, it's like pretty fun. Like there's some actual stories, but sometimes people like lose passion, give up. There's one where a story like, oh, they're suddenly changing, like they're so powerful, and then whoo, it feels satisfying like 1 second until you realize like, well, that's kind of undeserved. Like it's really sucks because it's like a perfect balance between like giving your readers what they want, but also not giving it to them. giving it all to them because it's undeserved. And like you're supposed to get it until it's like deserved. And it might be frustrating at times, but it's just how it is. And that's what I'm doing with my character Lisa. Lisa, she's not gonna die. That's like she's not gonna die. She's always gonna be an annoying presence around to be around. Maybe she gets maybe she gets maybe not. We never know. Oh, you never know until I know. But she's just gonna be so annoying. And also she's racist. Oh, additional detail. She's like British and Mexican. She doesn't know she's Mexican because her mother ran away from her, uh, I think boyfriend. I think boyfriend at the time. Just like, just thinks all Mexican people are bad, even though he did nothing wrong. She just blames him for everything that went wrong with her, and I think I would just stick with the single mother. I thought she would probably find someone who's British, and that's how she got British stuff. But then I was like, then I thought about it. And I was like, well, yeah, no, doesn't make sense just to do that. All that just, I feel like it would be a struggle for her having a struggle for her to have a single mom from that. So that's what I think. Canon. I think maybe I could like throw little animations on YouTube and just like, do a little thing here and there, just do whatever I want, mostly. But I'm gonna put up my stuff. I will be muted for a little bit. Okay, never mind. I gotta do something. I will be back and we can actually play Tomodachi Life. But for now, it's just I gotta do something. Well, I'll see you in a little bit when uh I don't know when, but maybe sooner or later.